So I've just gotten back from having a colon treatment today, a colonic, and feeling really good, of course. And I want to use this time to explain to people what a colonic is, colon hydrotherapy, colonic irrigation, what it is, why we get them, and what's up with it. So yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so now I want to give you a good explanation and a good visual of what goes on in the room, what happens, what's happening when they're inserting things, yada yada. Okay, so you go there, you say hi, how are you, fill out the form, and you're obviously there for the colonic. So you go into the room, you take off your pants, the bottom part of your outfit, and then from there you put either a robe on or a towel over you, and then you lay down on the bed. And once you lay down on the bed, you lay in on your back and you're talking with the nurse and everything, and then we turn to our side, we turn over on our knees. From there, the nurse is going to insert the tube into your rectum for you, and then once it's safely locked in, it's not going to fall out, you turn back over, lay on your back. Sometimes you keep your knees up, sometimes you lay your legs down. And then once the tube is inserted, the nurse is going to do the controlling of the water. So she'll let you know, he or she will let you know when the water's coming in. And once the water starts going in, you can feel it, like you can feel it going up into your body. So yeah, you can feel the water slowly moving through your colon and everything. And then we try and fill it as much as you can until it gets to an uncomfortable point. And also, if they're a good practitioner, then they can sense when it's ready to be released as well, or they'll continuously ask you, do you want to keep going, do you want to hold it, sort of thing. So I really like having the nurse there. Once it's finished inserting and you get to the point where you're like, okay, I can't hold in the water anymore, then the water is released. Okay, and so once the water is released, with it goes, the food, the bacteria, the mucus plaque that's sitting on the wall, the cellular debris. It's all like going out with the water. So it's really, really good plumbing system. And then once that is finished going out, that's when the nurse or the person doing the treatment is hopefully going to start doing some massaging. So here, as you can see, this is my favorite part of the treatment, is when you get the massage on your stomach. So she's going to keep doing that for a while and moving things around and jiggling it around, because they want to get it all out. Like, they want to help it get out of the colon, and so then you can keep repeating this. You do this, inserting water and letting out of water, and the massaging, all of that. You do all three of that. But in the machine, in the colonic irrigation machine, there's normally like a little tube where you can see the water that goes through. So as it's coming out of you and being flushed out, you can see through this little tube that all the stuff that's coming out, which is sometimes fun. And after the treatment, I feel amazing. Sometimes I feel like I'm floating on air, like I could be flying. I just feel so light and good afterwards. And other times, like today, I just felt normal afterwards, to be honest. Like, I feel good, but it wasn't a floating sort of day. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It just really depends on your gut at that time and what was able to be done. So the lady that I was with today, she said, because I was a bit dehydrated prior to the treatment, she said we had to put some, we had to fill up, insert the tube already, but we had to do some filling up of water in my body just to hydrate it, and then to help the fecal matter come out a bit more. Sometimes we'd add in more water. So I would recommend drinking a lot of water before. It just helps. Like, you should really drink a sufficient amount of water every day anyway. I'm pretty bad at it. I drink lots of juice and I eat my water, but not so much as drinking water. I drink if I'm thirsty, and then if I'm not, I'm just like, I'm chill, I'm good. So yeah, that's something I got to work on, to drinking more water. But yeah, so it depends on what's happening in your gut at the time, because I've had treatments where I was in the middle of a water fast, and so there's no food in me. So that treatment was really nice and easy, no pain, no abdominal pressure. I didn't feel any gas, whatever. And then after I did my big fast, I went, and after it, I was eating gas forming foods like tofu, tempeh, coconut, jackfruit. So those things are gassy forming foods. And so then when I went in for the treatment, I had a bit more pain in my abdomen because it was full of gas, and she was mostly massaging the gas out as well. So yeah, I've had the comparison of going on an empty stomach, on like a gassy sort of stomach. I've gone when I've just been eating fruits for a few days, and that's another really example of when you don't feel pain, you just have like a good time and you go out there floating. So today when I went, because I did a salt flush before my treatment, I had a salt flush in the morning actually. Because I had the salt flush already, I actually got rid of pretty much all of the solids in my colon anyway. And she said that as well. She's like, oh, you don't have much food inside you. I was like, yeah, that's because I did a salt flush, blah, blah. Just thought I'd help you out. We could get into the deeper cleansing. And she said, yeah, that's good. That's great. Like, we're able to get a bit deeper. And because I didn't have any food, it was still gassy actually. Like she still was pushing around gas, and like there was gas pockets that were a bit stuck sometimes, stuck behind a bit of solids, I think. And she said the gas was because when your colon creates gas, you're also digesting toxins. So that gas is actually forming from the toxins being digested, if that makes sense. Dive into that a bit more, that's a whole other thing. But yeah, so sometimes when we have gas, it's actually just the digestion of toxins. And so when you're doing the treatment, she was actually getting that sort of stuff out because it wasn't food, it was just gas on its own. And salt flushes, as she said as well, salt flushes also are really good and really strong at pulling things off the colon wall. So she said that would be pretty detoxifying as well, the salt flush and then the colonic, both of them together was pulling things. So yeah, that's everything pretty much. I think I covered everything, but if you have any more questions, of course happy to answer them. And I just wanted to give you guys like a good little quick definition of what colonics are, why they help, and I definitely really like them. I get them probably like every 2 months now. I actually get them. So yeah, I hope this helps. I hope you're a bit more interested and you feel maybe a bit safer and comfortable about getting a colonic now, because I highly recommend them. I love telling people about them, and I want everyone to go and get one pretty much. Like, they're so good for you. So I just want you guys to feel good as well and have like a clean body. And yeah, so anyways, thanks for coming guys, and hopefully see you soon and we can talk about something else. Yeah, bye.